Our work schedules are less hectic now, so Zane and I can finally embark on our summer getaway that's been postponed for a while. The Azure Islands is renowned as a sought-after summer escape. It's only accessible by ferry, and we were lucky enough to buy tickets for the last boat of the day. However, getting to this escape isn't as easy as it looks.
Attention, please. We would like to remind all passengers that the last ferry for today has departed on schedule. There is no need to wait any further. Attention, please. We would like to remind all passengers that the last ferry for today has departed on schedule. There is no need to wait any further. Attention, please.
Oh, she's gonna keep
We would
repeating.
like to remind
Standing
all
at the
passengers
terminal, I
that
can
the
only
last
watch
ferry
as the
for
last
today has
ferry.
departed on schedule. There is
Oh,
no
shut
need
up.
to wait any further.
Standing at the terminal, I can only watch as the last ferry to Azure Island slowly floats into the distance.
Attention, please.
We're
We would
done
like to
for, we
remind
missed
all
it.
passengers that the
I don't know whether to blame the airport bus that got held up when we were halfway there or the 5 consecutive red lights.
I would say our flight that was delayed by 20 minutes is the main culprit. It's the root of all the problems we encountered.
As evening falls, I sigh while staring at the endless expanse of blue waters. What a terrible way to start our trip.
Phew! Thank goodness the school chartered a boat for us, since all the ferries have departed today. If they didn't, we'd be sleeping on the streets tonight.
The university rarely organizes trips like this, but I'm pretty sure they planned out everything.
A boat horn sounds faintly offshore as students file past us. They make their way up to the gangplank to board. They look like students on some kind of study tour. Zane and I are the only people left on the dock. Then someone who looks like a teacher taps him on the shoulder from behind.
Whose class are you two from? Get a move on.
Zane and I exchange glances, but just as we're about to explain ourselves, the academic advisor pushes us onto the boat.
I see 2 empty seats over there. Quickly now, the boat's about to leave.
You're like, sir, I'm a full-on what is he, a cardiac surgeon? Cardiothoracic surgeon? Like, not a student anymore. That's probably what Zane's thinking. Luckily, there are empty seats on the boat. After explaining our situation to the academic advisory, we finally find a chance to relax. Our journey to the island can continue. Sitting in the cabin, gazing at the nighttime seascape, I finally feel like I'm on vacation.
Hey, what year are you in? I always see you around campus, but I've been too shy to say hello. Who knew we'd run into each other on this trip?
Is he talking to me? It's like, I know you're lying, guy. I don't go to your school. Sorry, I think you have the wrong person.
Since we were destined to meet, why don't we...
We're working on a research project.
Huh?
I look up at Zane, who had suddenly appeared. To create distance between the college student and me, he casually positions himself between us.
You still have to do research during your vacation?
Our advisor said our team can't go on holidays. Group activities shouldn't interfere with our research after all. Whoever publishes a research article as the first author in a reputable journal gets 2 days off. Second authors get 1 day off. Third authors get a half day, and so on. Would you like to join our research team? Writing research papers by the sea will certainly be an unforgettable experience.
The college student's gaze falls on Zane's arm, which is resting on my shoulder. He tactfully retreats and waves his hands.
No, it's okay. I have to take care of some stuff. I'll leave you guys alone.
Once the college student leaves with an awkward smile, I tap Zane's arm. Zane, did you really have to pull out all the stops for that act? Aren't you worried about your name being thrown around with rumors and gossip?
I was helping you get out of that situation. I also decided it would be a good opportunity to promote the spirit of academia.
Since we're on vacation, Zayne is dressed more casually than usual. He's also not wearing his glasses. His bangs are damp because of the sea mist. They rest on his forehead to give him a strangely youthful appearance. He could easily blend in with a group of college students.
Weren't you the one who was mistaken for a student, though?
I see someone isn't just looking younger today. He's a little more childish, too. I can't resist running my fingers through his hair. It feels nice. I'm curious. What were you like when you were in college? Wouldn't you be the shortest one in the class if you started as a 14-year-old? I use my hands to gesture at a height level while using my body as a standard. Maybe you were this tall? Softly chuckling, he gently takes my wrists and moves my hand up a bit.
I'm afraid I was taller than what you're imagining at the moment.
So you didn't just skip grades, you skip heights too? He's blessed with brains, beauty, and built. It's already midnight when the ferry arrives at Azure Islands. We hurry to the hotel and fall asleep as soon as our heads hit the pillow. When I open my eyes again, I see the summer breeze lifting a corner of the curtain to create flickering patterns of light and shadow on the wall. I have no idea how long I've been sleeping, groggily reach for the phone beside my pillow. The screen still shows the group chat between me and Grayson and Yvonne. If there are any updates on the results, don't forget to let me know. My text still has a loading icon. It hasn't been sent.
You're looking at your phone first thing in the morning? Who are you talking to?
When did he wake up? I push my phone aside and pretend nothing happened. The signal is terrible here. Nothing will load. As if on cue, the network connection returns to normal before I can continue. The pause video suddenly starts playing again. It catches me off guard.
According to the reports, this new method utilizes evil technology to treat protocore syndrome, and it works by preventing heart arrhythmia. By acting as an inhibitor to certain pathways, it can alleviate paroxysmal tachycardia that's caused by protocore radiation. Once the treatment passes clinical trials, it is expected to revolutionize.
The news broadcast from my phone echoes throughout the room. It goes into detail about how new treatment will influence and reshape existing medical concepts.
Why are you still watching that?
I try to move my phone, but all the web pages I repeatedly tapped on when I had a bad network connection start popping up. The final results of the clinical trials for Zayne's treatment are of great medical significance. That's why it has garnered massive public attention. He leans in and sees a countdown with a date displayed in a large font on the screen.
It's accurate down to the second. Online people truly care about the time.
Feeling like I've given myself away, I show him my phone. Fine, I'll admit it. I'm still worried about the results. This new treatment attempts to use EVOL technology to deliver specialized catheters into the heart's chambers. They'll transmit energy to eliminate diseased tissue. Compared to protocore transplant surgery, which usually used to treat protocore syndrome, this significantly reduces the risk of uncontrollable side effects. Countless patients' hopes have been rekindled. We agreed to focus on our vacation, but I know how important this research is to you. I look up at Zayne and he responds with a reassuring gaze.
Every new treatment must go through the same complex process before it can be officially implemented. The necessary preparations have been completed. All we can do now is wait.
He takes the phone and turns off the screen.
The results haven't been determined yet. In addition, our vacation has only just begun. If you keep worrying, you'll end up wasting your summer.
He takes my hand and leads me to the floor-to-ceiling window. After he opens the curtain in one fluid motion, I see the world outside is bright and dazzling. Palm leaves sway in the heat while beachgoers stroll. They pause here and there. Everything is moving at a leisurely pace.
Life on the island moves slowly. No matter what happens, people aren't in a rush to do everything. Maybe it's just that tropical summers are always so long, it feels like they'll never end. Doesn't the thought of having all that time to idle make you feel more relaxed?
I lift my head as I look up at Zayne. So, where should we go to idle then? He gently touches my cheek with his cool palm. Just like that, the midsummer heat seemingly vanishes.
The Azure Islands have the world's largest tropical zoo, and a chameleon that's as big as a small pine tree lives there. Its name is Summer because it was discovered on the first day of summer. Do you want to meet it?
At the junction where the land meets the ocean lies a rare seaside zoo. The tropical monsoon has made the air humid, and our surroundings are teeming with life. Zayne and I navigate through massive green foliage while waves crash against the shore. Captivated by the beautiful yellow and blue feathers of a macaw, I stop in my tracks.
Watch out.
I look up toward the sound and see a dark brown blur leaping between the tree branches. Then I see my hand is empty. My coconut water.
Ah, I forgot to tell you. The monkeys here are notorious for being brazen.
Even though the monkey is already far away, I stare resentfully at its plump, retreating figure. Do you know if it knows how to use a straw?
Generally speaking, the ability to use tools is considered the fundamental difference between humans and animals. Unfortunately, the Howl Home monkeys around here learned how to order coconut water for themselves.
I watch the monkey sitting in the tree. Smug, it sips my coconut water through the straw. A light bulb goes off in my mind, and I mischievously turn to Zayne. I didn't catch that. What kind of monkey is it?
It's a howler monkey.
I still pretend I didn't hear him clearly. A hunting monkey?
No, I said it's...
The monkey in the tree lets out an ear-splitting, bone-rattling howl that nearly ruptures our eardrums.
a howler monkey. It's a monkey
Riri.
that howls.
Thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. I didn't hear you because of how loud it was. Can you repeat that? What is MC trying
Oh,
to
I get it.
do?
You're just messing with me.
Yeah, my stream's been acting weird. I don't know. It's going in and out. It's annoying. You pulled Zayne last night? Nice. Wanting to feel its fuzzy small pouch, I reach out to it.
Be careful. It's not vegetarian.
No, this is my third card I'm reading. I read Silas's and Caleb's, and now Zayne. And I still have Raphael and Xavier to do. Luckily, I haven't touched it yet. I quickly pull my hand back. Before our eyes, the plant lazily yawns and spits out a small snail from its mouth. That was close. Zayne smiles as he picks up a warning sign that had fallen.
This is a leopard pitcher plant.
Since when were you a walking plant encyclopedia? Did you secretly memorize a botany textbook or something? It was a joke, but he nods earnestly.
When I was little, my parents were often away on business trips. They were worried I'd be bored at home, so they got me an annual membership card for a bookstore. Back then, I loved flipping through massive encyclopedias and memorizing all the plant and animal names in them.
Zayne looks at me, and a childlike innocence briefly appears in his eyes. Yeah, don't spoil anything for you, because you should be able to enjoy it on your own. And just like that, my gaze is drawn to him. It's amazing to think about how you went from a little kid who loved encyclopedias to the man standing before me. Tell me more about the parts of your life I wasn't there for.
Okay.
He smiles and takes my hand.
Let's go. Summer is waiting for you in the exhibition hall up ahead. Although chameleons are insectivorous, their favorite food is carrots. I learned that from a reliable source.
We see it's already dusk when we leave. The zoo is right next to the sea, so the fine sand and blue ocean appear before us after we walk for a bit. People are setting up stalls that sell goods on the beach. One of them catches my eye. It's selling tropical fruits. How can there be 5 or 6 varieties of guava? They come in different colors and shapes too. I know that's Tiff, Riri. I recognize her from before. We have a lot to choose from. Zayne picks up a pink guava and weighs it in his hand.
Do you prefer them soft or crunchy?
Crunchy guavas. That's a thing. I only know to eat a guava when it's soft. I like soft guavas. I take the guava from Zayne's hand and gently squeeze its smooth skin.
This can be used with a few pears to make juice. It's also good for making desserts.
Zayne carefully puts the fruit into my woven bag. I grin as I watch him.
Why are you smiling?
I hold up the guava in front of him and wave it. Spending our summers here is wonderful. No work, no meetings, and no worries. It feels like nothing in the world is more important than finding the perfect guava. Zayne leans in and lowers his head to smell the guava in my hand.
Nothing ever did.
Meanwhile, I'm staring at his fluffy hair. I really want to pat his head. At that moment, familiar sounding laughter reaches my ears, and it's a group of college students from yesterday.
Oh, what a coincidence. Nice to see you two again. The bar by the beach is showing an outdoor movie tonight. Do you want to watch it with us?
I slowly turn to Zayne and he nods. As planned, we arrive at the beach after nightfall. A screen has already been set up on the beach for the outdoor movie. It's playing a romantic art house film. Someone is selling homemade lemonade, sugar carbonated water, and freshly cut lemons sit on their table.
Excuse me. May I mix my own drink?
He's gonna add like a shit ton of sugar to it, isn't he? We blend into the crowd. The night breeze accompanies us as we sip the special iced sodas Zayne mixed by the shore. The ingredients were simple, yet the taste is surprisingly good. Time for an interview. What's your secret? He shakes his head.
It's a trade secret. I can't tell you.
You're so stingy.
I have to keep some summer mysteries. That way, you'll always think of me.
I look at Zayne. The night sea breeze gently blows past his hair, and the strands by his ears brush against his skin. Shouldn't I also keep some mysteries then? That way, he'll think of me. As the night breeze gradually subsides, the whispers between us become clear.
I brought you to this island because I was here before. I visited it while working on my PhD. Whether it was watching the sunrise by the sea, drinking a chocolate milkshake, or having my foot pinched by a tiny crab while beachcombing.
What's beachcombing?
I wondered what you were doing during the summer from time to time, and if you might be experiencing similar moments.
Oh, he missed her. He moves closer, his breath warm and steady.
So you asked the wrong question. What you should be asking is, what doesn't make me think of you?
Oh my god! He is so cute. What a romantic. As he gently holds me in his arms, I blush. Come to think of it, we've experienced the same summer this whole time. It's just we were in different places. I never would have guessed that you visited the beach when you were in college. I always imagined you being holed up in the library. You were studying by yourself too. Zayne clinks glasses with me. He's 50% serious and 50% playful.
We both know that's a stereotype.
Okay. Talented students are usually the ones who know how to have the most fun. After nightfall, the sea breeze becomes cool and refreshing. Halfway through the movie, the protagonist, now an old man, turns to a place from his past and recalls that summer from his teenage years. Maybe his life was defined by those few glorious summers.
I didn't expect them to still show the same movie. I suppose tourists always come and go, so no one bothers to change it.
I nibble the straw as I sip on my lemonade. Half of the ice cubes are still floating in the glass. How does the story end?
Summer has passed, but summer will come again. He must patiently wait for the next glorious summer of his life.
Appreciating the slightly salty breeze, we continue watching the movie. I glance at my phone. The image of a flashing countdown page appears in my mind, but it vanishes soon after. I wonder how he spent his summers in the past. Ever since we arrived in Azure Islands, every day has been incredibly fulfilling. According to Zayne's itinerary, we went hiking the day before yesterday, cliff diving yesterday, and today we're going surfing. Before I can pull out the map provided by the hotel, he's already leading me to the equipment rental shop. While Zayne is helping me select a surfboard, I notice the store owner is staring at us. Is something wrong?
It really is you. You know, it's been a while. I had to make sure before I said anything.
Long time no see.
Are you representing your school for a kayak competition again? Wait. You must have graduated by now. My memory's not as good as it used to be.
Taking note of certain words, I turn to Zayne. My curiosity is piqued. I had no idea you used to kayak on a competitive level.
When I was in college, I attended an academic conference and participated in a friendly kayaking match. I represented my medical school and went up against Berzelius University.
Berzelius University is located in a country in the northern hemisphere. It's famous for its medical school, and the program itself is just as good as Skyhaven's, so a developed between the universities. I understand what he's implying and respond with a playful smile.
It was an annual tradition, but more people became aware of it as the years went on.
The competition between your medical schools has a history that spans 100 years. But the year you participated in was especially memorable.
Seeing my interest, the rental shop's owner points to a post-competition group photo.
He led Skyhaven's medical school and broke Berzelius's 10-year winning streak.
In the photo, Zayne stands in the middle of a jubilant group. He holds an enormous trophy, and the corners of his mouth are turned upward. He's smiling. His gaze flits between the 20-year-old Zayne in the photo and Zayne standing before me. It's like I'm seeing a double exposure across time. Imagining you participating in this kind of event, it's as if I saw the president of the student council show up for a PE class.
A well-rounded education requires development in all areas. Besides, even class presidents occasionally break the rules.
I look at the various kayaks displayed on the rental store shelves. I'm curious. Zayne, when did you learn to kayak? Was it when you were a student? Are there any videos of that competition? I want to see it. I'm about to ask more questions, but Zayne leans in, he gives me a scrutinizing look.
Why are you so curious about my life during university?
I just want to know what Zayne was like when he was 20.
Yes, you're very eager to learn about the Zayne of the past. Are you unhappy with who he is now?
That's not what she's trying to say. I fiddle with the tandem paddleboard Zayne selected and tilt my head to look at him. The Zayne who kayaks, the Zayne who befriends chameleons, the Zayne who makes special sodas. I'm meeting all of them for the first time. He went to university at a young age and traveled to many places over the years. He must have experienced all sorts of interesting things. Working on the same research topic since you were a student, returning to one you had set aside, he must have also faced many challenges along the way. He doesn't speak. He just listens quietly. We worked together for more than just a few summers, so I want to know how you spent those days. A leaf from the hanging plant near the shelves lands on the crook of my neck. It tickles. I feel a warm breath behind me. Before I can say anything, he's already removed the bothersome leaf on my behalf.
I'd like to take you somewhere while we're surfing.
After leaving the rental shop, Zayne carries a surfboard under his arm as we walk along the sandy path. So, is this the place you wanted to take me to hidden behind the waves? Noticing my obvious curiosity, he purposefully doesn't answer me directly.
I used to surf back then. Whenever I felt overwhelmed, I'd go out to sea for a while. What it was didn't matter. Everything simply became a drop in the ocean. Insignificant.
We carry our shoes in our hands, and our feet sink into the fine, light gold sand. It's hard for me to imagine that. Zayne looks at me. To be more specific, I can't imagine what could have upset you so much that you'd need an intense sport like surfing to vent. You've always appeared calm and in control of the situation. We're almost at the beach. The endless azure sea stretches before us as Zayne turns his head. Brilliant sunlight illuminates his face.
If you had seen me in such a disheveled state, the old Zayne would have been embarrassed.
I meet his gaze and deliberately draw out my words. What a shame. If we were together back then, I could have teased you a little.
Do you enjoy seeing me be upset?
Well, I might have said something else aside from teasing you. I grab Zayne's arm, which makes him stop in his tracks. Then I look into his eyes. I would tell you to surf when you're happy. Don't do it only when you're upset. The waves will lift those happy moments to their highest peak, It'll be like popping open a bottle of champagne. The sea breeze gently tousles his hair. On this secluded shoreline, his voice resounds with remarkable clarity. The seawater slowly rises past our ankles as I hear him chuckle.
Then let's treat this as us celebrating summer today.
As the waves are about to come in, he takes my hand and leads me deeper into the sea. Ooh.
The waves will carry us to that empty stretch of sea once more. Use me if you can't find your balance.
Do you find that spot when you had gone surfing in the past yet?
Yes, a retreat from my routine. The waves here. Brace yourself.
Oh my gosh. Surfer Zayne is hot. Oh my god.
Hang on. Watch your step. Hold on.
What a man. Why are the waves coming in one after another?
Can't avoid them. We'll break through. Are you ready?
Is he gonna use like his evol or something here? Oh my god.
I can't see clearly. Guide me.
Jump left now. Oh my god. You can use your evol like that?
Practicality is what matters.
That's cute. Oh.
We're very fortunate that the waves carried us to safety. Your hand is the minimum requirement for safety, huh?
Oh my god, it's so cute! Twilight descends as the sunset's rosy glow fills the sky. As we walk along the coastline, it's clear the island is deserted. We chat as we walk. We talk about summer, waves, and what he's experienced as a 20-year-old.
I once visited this place with my research advisor for a medical conference. It involved cutting-edge technology and the latest research in the medical field. So we stayed on the island for over a month. After attending the few sessions that actually had substance, the rest were just obligatory social gatherings. We decided to skip those and explore the island instead. We discovered all sorts of fun activities, and surfing was one of them.
I turn to look at Zayne. The sunset's light illuminates his profile. It sounds like you were a person who enjoyed life rather than a reckless, silly boy who charged headfirst onto trouble.
What if I told you I once ignored the weather warnings out of spite, and that I gambled on whether or not I'd encounter a storm?
Didn't you ever think that someone might be worried about you?
The water damaged my phone, so I couldn't really use it. And when I got back, I saw there were countless messages.
The Azure Islands was hit by a storm, and you hadn't responded to any of their messages. I give his hand a firm squeeze. Some people tell me not to take risks, yet they secretly look for thrills themselves.
Looking back, I wouldn't have acted so rashly if I got a do-over.
Is it because you've realized that people care about you? He squeezes my hand and looks into my eyes.
I know that if I were to disappear again, someone would find me. But I don't want to make her worry.
The image of a figure carrying a surfboard and running toward the sea flashes before my eyes. It overlaps with Zayne at this moment. I have even more questions now. What exactly were you upset about back then?
I was working on a research project for a long time. Its results were still uncertain, and it would probably fail even though the research team was close to completing everything. If the evaluation standards changed at the last minute, our work would have been for nothing. To make matters worse, extreme weather trapped me in a hotel for several days. I desperately needed a way to blow off steam.
It's almost like what's happening right now. Zayne shakes his head.
It's similar, yes. But I've changed since then. In the past, I felt powerless when my efforts didn't yield the expected results. However, I eventually realized that it's better to focus on the present.
Walking along the deserted beach, our figures stay close to each other. He embraces me. His warm breath dispels the night's chill.
Although nothing in this world is certain, we can always hold on to the present. Besides, now I have someone who's willing to surf with me. It can't be called storming off in frustration anymore. I can say I'm wandering around the sea at least.
I rest my head on his shoulder. And right now, us being here together, it's the one thing that's absolutely certain. It's almost midnight, and Zayne lights a bonfire by the shore. We sit on the sand to warm ourselves while we talk. Dancing flames, enchanting moonlight, insect songs that rise and fall like steady breathing. The summer night is tranquil and beautiful.
You haven't said anything for a while. What are you thinking about?
I was thinking... I look up sheepishly and blurt out a random response. This summer night is so beautiful. I feel like it's straight out of a commercial, but it's right in front of me.
You sound like you were in a commercial too.
Noticing his gaze, I slide my phone to the side as if nothing happened. He still caught me. This week is almost over and the results will be out at any moment. I can't help but still glances at my phone from time to time.
Are you still worried?
I understand that the final result isn't what matters. It's the process. I'll admit, I said some profound words, yet after a moment of silence, I can't help but look at him again. However, I still hope that the luck will be on our side. It's a selfish wish, I know. Zayne meets my gaze.
Even if the results aren't what you hoped for, you still have a chance to turn things around.
He gives me a slight smile. The flickering firelight casts shifting shadows across his face.
This is the research project I've been working on since my college years. Dr. Noah served as my advisor from the very beginning. There wasn't any progress for a long time, and everyone told us to give up. I stayed up all night one day, but the experiment still failed. At dawn, Dr. Noah took me out for some beef noodle soup. Maybe he ordered 2 more fried eggs for my bowl to cheer me up. I had already guessed what he was going to say. Yet when he actually said it out loud, I was still devastated.
I placed my hand over Zayne's before we moved closer to the fire. Now there's a little more warmth.
I asked him if I should give up since he thought I couldn't get good results with the research project.
Zayne makes eye contact with me.
He said that it is difficult for people to tell if what they're experiencing will lead them to a different path or the end of the road. When you feel stuck, just keep moving forward. Likewise, things that are meant to be completed and people who are meant to be in our lives.
I look up to see the pitch black sky. On this deserted beach, every single star shines with an incredible radiance. The night deepens as time stretches endlessly. Then his voice finally breaks the silence.
After that, I still failed. I eventually picked up a research topic I had previously set aside, and that's how In addition, we met each other again. Seemingly disappointing moments don't keep me from moving forward.
He's right. The Zayne before me is actually composed of countless moments from his past. He sits next to me. We stare at the same starry sky, the same sea.
It's as if, after every brief separation, we treat it as the end of a story. And if that was actually true, then we wouldn't be sharing this summer.
It's like the butterfly effect. Maybe the water droplets from melting glaciers gathered to form the sea before us. And those moments from the past have shaped the Zayne who's right in front of me. From that perspective, even though I never got to see who you were before, it doesn't feel that regrettable now.
Visiting this island is like meeting who I was back then.
The countdown on my phone screen is about to end. Our phone vibrates. The alerts coming in one after another, but we don't care. The moist night breeze caresses our cheeks as waves crash against the shore. We can hear each other's heartbeats on this deserted beach.
On this summer night, who I was then and who I am now are here before you.
The results are about to be revealed. It won't be long until many people want to find Zayne, to find us. But at this moment, that unresolved outcome doesn't seem as important anymore. The night is quiet with just the two of us here. It feels like all our senses have heightened. I reach out and touch the area around his eyes. I've noticed how your eyes look exceptionally bright under the moonlight. He pulls me into his arms. The top of his head brushes against my forehead as our gazes meet.
I can see what I look like in your eyes.
Oh my God.
Can you see yourself in my eyes too?
So sweet. Our bodies are almost touching, and the warmth from his fingertips hovers in the air between us. Everything on the shore and the sea seems to ignite in response. Then, everything seemingly vanishes. There's only us. We're looking into each other's eyes. You planned this, didn't you? I remember what he said the night before when the sea breeze accompanied us. Everything suddenly makes sense now. From now on, the summer night breeze, the scent of lemons, the sound of ice cubes clinking, they'll remind me of you. And I know that our summer will never end. What are they doing? Are they making out? Oh yeah, they're making out. Oh, that was sweet. This one, that felt shorter than Silas and Caleb's. Was it just me?